Good morning. I'm sure we've all received formal invitations at one time or another in our lives. It may have been an invitation to a wedding, or it may have been an invitation to some inauguration ceremony, and we feel honoured that we've received such invitations. But when we receive the invitation, there are certain questions that we ask ourselves. For example, who sent it? And sometimes we make our decision solely on the answer to this question. Wow, we feel honoured that so-and-so have invited us. Or on the other hand, we may reject it out of hand. There is no way I'm going if the invitation has come from them. Then there is, where is it? For example, it could be an invitation to a wedding in the north of Scotland, and you may decide that because of age or health issues, the journey would be too much for you. Or on the other hand, you may decide, yes, we will go because we will make a week's holiday out of this as well. And then there is the question, of course, when is it? The timing is important because you may have another engagement on that particular day, or you may have already planned a holiday. And then, of course, there is that all-important question, what will it cost me? How much is it? And of course, again, if the wedding is in the north of Scotland, you may have to factor in the cost of 2 overnight stays somewhere. And if, like myself, you have a wife, then of course there's the hat, the shoes, the bag and the dress. And of course that may be more than the cost of the whole 2 nights overnight accommodation. And so you may decide to accept or reject. And it's an invitation I want to share with you this morning. And it's an invitation that is found in the Old Testament, in the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 55 and verse 1. And it reads, "Come all you who are thirsty, come to the waters, and you who have no money, come buy and eat. Come buy wine and milk without money and without cost." So who sent this invitation? Well, let me tell you this morning, an invitation comes to you and me from God. This invitation comes to us from the Creator of the universe. Let me tell you, you and I will never in our lifetime receive a greater honour or an invitation from anyone of higher rank and status than the author of this invitation. The King of the ages sends an invitation to you and to me to come. And then the question, of course, is, where is it? Well, the invitation is come to the waters. Well, of course, living here in Wales, we may say, what's the big deal about an invitation to come to waters? But we must remember that this invitation was written to a group of people living under the heat of the Middle Eastern sun, where water was scarce and a rare commodity. So the invitation is come. Jesus said, "If anyone is thirsty, let him come to me and drink." He said, "Whoever believes in me, as the scripture has said, streams of living waters will flow from him." So the invitation comes from God, and the invitation is to the waters. And then, of course, there is a question, when is it? Well, let me tell you, this invitation is open to you and me between now and our last breath. There is a condition, of course, to this invitation. You must be thirsty. The invitation is, come all you who are thirsty, come to the waters. It was David who confessed in the psalm, "O God, you are my God. Earnestly I seek you. My soul thirsts for you. My body longs for you in a dry and weary land where there is no waters." And let me tell you, my friend, today is the day of salvation, and the invitation comes to you. It comes to you from God above. The invitation this morning comes to you and invites you to come to the water. And the invitation comes to you this morning to come. And then, of course, there is another question that we need to ask ourselves this morning. And it is this: what will it cost me? If I'm to respond to this invitation, is there a cost involved? Well, the answer is simple: nothing. No cost whatsoever to you and to me, because the sender of the invitation has paid all the expenses with his own precious blood. Listen to the invitation. Come all who are thirsty, come to the waters, and you who have no money, come buy and eat. Come buy wine and milk without money and without price. So this morning there is an invitation from God. When is it? It's right now. Where is it? It's to the waters. And how much will it cost you? It will cost you nothing. Jesus said in Revelation 22:17, whoever is thirsty, let him come. And whoever wishes, let him take the free gift of the water of life. And this morning, why not come? Why not respond with the old hymn writer? And it's with his prayer I close this morning. I hear thy welcome voice that calls me, Lord, to thee for cleansing in thy precious blood that flowed on Calvary. I am coming, Lord, coming now to thee, trusting only in the blood that flowed on Calvary. Come, eat and drink without money and without price. God bless you.